for Myles. That was amazing. To keep your composure through such a rugged set. Like, take your sip of water, King. You earned it.
Absolutely. Hello? You want on? Yeah, hop on. We're going to be joined for grand finals by Epo, Christian.
All right,
Epo.
well, decided just the right time to do it.
Yeah. We've got a good one. And I don't think it mattered too much to Soan, who was the winner there. I think he's going in with the same mentality either way. I'm going to slice a Yoshi up.
Yeah, for sure. That set, dude. Like, I just want to say that, like, the entire, like, room.
Like I saw, the whole room was watching.
Yeah, the entire room.
What's up?
Oh, yeah, the wire's,
Yeah,
like, it's trying to murder
Yeah,
me.
no.
I got you.
It happens. Okay, there we go. But, like, I'm saying, like, nobody was playing friendlies, man. Everyone, the entire room,
Just
they
all
sit down,
watching.
they shut up, they watch, man. They were all in.
How often do you see Long Island get hyped for
In
Yoshi
all
Ditto?
seriousness, like, Long Island is definitely one of those places. Like, dude, we're fiending. We're playing friendlies, you know, we're playing, but, like, nobody was playing there. They were watching them play. That's what happened, man. So.
Yeah, man. And here we are. This is grand finals. We've got the last hope for Westchester to take this bracket tonight. And Soan, cool as a cucumber, only losing just a few games tonight, but taking sets confidently, bringing himself into Winterside Grand Finals. We are starting things off on Stadium.
I sure hope the room is still watching because this is going to be a good set.
Yeah, for sure. If there's something about Soan too, is like he's like ridiculously consistent. Like
Yes.
he doesn't really whiff things. He's just like very, very consistent in all facets of his play. So it's good. Let's see if you know, Myles can ride this energy here. You know, I saw the Westchester boys pop off for him. So
They deserve to get a
yo,
lot.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's a big win, man. That Yoshi Ditto.
I think he's got to be feeling pretty good about that win. That's not only a big win of a Yoshi Ditto, that's like you beat Suarez. Like he is.
That's the
such a good-
Yoshi
yeah.
Ditto.
It's like a
win.
PGR level win. You know, it's
Yeah.
a big deal. You know. And a lot of people, you know, Myles, you know, feeding online a lot. You know, he was like, obviously he was a very strong player before, but, you know, like coming out of this online era a lot stronger, too. Yeah.
You know, he was a big name when it came to players pushing for Yuzu as like the optimal training grounds. And between that and performing on Wi-Fi tournaments, like he never stopped the grind at any point. And I think that shows with how like confident he is with his play.
Yeah, no, 100% for sure.
But with that being said, Soan has done a very good job with holding down the house since we've returned to offline events, consistently either winning brackets outright or still placing within the top 8. A rather slow start to this game 1, however.
You know,
I was going to say the opposite. I feel like the pace of the play right now is a lot faster than we were seeing in that last game. But maybe that's just because they were both doing a lot of shielding. Run-up shield was
yeah, no, 100%.
the name of the game, like I said.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, got that forward air,
Too
though.
much percent to get a real follow-up. Takes the egg and calls it a day, it looks like.
Yeah, people always forget. Ike is actually really heavy. He
is.
lives. Yeah. You know, that forward tilt, he's living with all that rage. I mean, we could be seeing some uppy stuff going on here. You know, I know someone likes using that nair at ledge, you know, into the uppy. It's definitely an option.
Yeah,
I don't know how much it'll work against Yoshi, though. Like, there's
True.
questionable double jump armor situations going on.
Yeah, I wonder how that interacts, but, you know.
There's going to be a lot of weird situations as we move forward, but one thing you can tell for certain is that Soan's going to get his damage before he loses out the stock.
That's no double jump, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, my
Nice.
God. 200%.
Catching that air dodge in, getting that stock. He's living at 200%, man. Like, he's actually just riding this wave. Bro.
Yeah.
He could have lived that there, too. I think that was just some bad DI, but, like...
I mean, listen, at 230, let's give it a Myles. That's fine.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, he's still got a nice lead here. Although Yoshi, though, he racks up the damage. You get one up there, you get, like, you know, a couple hundred.
Yeah, I think
so,
that's
you know,
something we saw a lot of in the last set.
Oh?
And in general,
Wait, no way.
Nah, not. I think the game thought that Myles wasn't going to DI that right, which is hella disrespectful from the game.
Or, like, maybe he thought I don't even know what's going on there.
Yeah,
he, like,
no.
didn't even come close to live. Like, he was definitely living that.
Yeah, Ultimate's weird with how it registers what happens for the kill screen in some instances. But
Yeah, 100%.
I digress. At 103%, like, Myles does need to be wary of the button Soan is throwing out.
I think it just calculates, like, is there a chance this could kill with some sort of DI?
And there was a chance with that one.
Oh, yeah.
Forward tilt clipping out of the air, and game 1 goes to Soan.
Very much, not like a landslide, but that was a pretty
That
decisive
second
win.
stock was clean.
Yeah, it really was.
You know, I feel like every kill. Did he get? Was forward tilt every kill? Oh no, we got the one forward smash. The forward smash. Forward tilt, forward smash,
That
man.
forward smash. Oh
Dude,
my God.
crazy, dude.
Only moving forward.
Like, honestly, like, a big thing for Soan in that game, too, was just being able to live those percents. I feel like for Myles, like, that could be tricky, you know, just, like, being able to, you know, kill Ike, like, especially, like, around those, like, you know, those higher percents. You can't let him live, you know. He's just going to kill you. So, it's very difficult.
Game 2 is bringing us to Kalos Pokemon League, so I think Myles wants to double down on this notion of survive at all costs.
100%, yeah. Kalos, got those meaty blast zones. So
that
maybe
takes such like, I don't know, it takes cuts, but like to bring somebody here after they lived at 203, you're like, yeah, I'll go to Kalos.
Yeah, that too.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It's a really bold call. It's like, all right, you can live forever. I'll live forever too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is like a pick that's gonna work like really well for Myles, or it might like explode in his face. It's like one of the two.
Oh, if he got that third jab, that could have been the stock.
Yeah, no, I think if he just held out and just went for forward smash, it would have been fine.
Can't solve all your problems with forward smash though.
You'd be surprised so far.
I like to have a word with you about that. Like either way, Soan. He's incredibly good at just using all of his smash attacks. To be honest, like catching landings, catching stuff at the ledge. He knows all about Ike, man.
He is Ike.
Yeah, for real, he's the Ike man. Like with the way he's been doing at these locals, like
Mulk and I were joking the other day. We were like, look, the multiverse could be a possibility, right? Like there could be millions and billions, infinite universes, right? But among them, there are no universes where Kyle does not play Ike, right?
Yeah, no, he is very much Ike to his core.
Yes.
Mulk said the same thing to me, and I actually said the exact same thing you
It's so
said. I
true.
said, it's impossible, man. There's no way he plays any other character in tournament but Ike. It's just not possible.
I mean, you really have to consider the fact that, like, Ike's games are his favorite games.
100%, yeah. Just
I was
playing the character
saying,
you love.
he might play Link because he does like Zelda games.
He
and
has
his
a
brother plays Link. Yeah, and like maybe in the Bizarro universe they switch.
I guess a little player fun fact. Soan's tag actually does come from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Oh,
and
really?
Radiant Dawn. There is a character named Soan in the lore of the Teleus continent.
Is this a character you can like play as or
No.
whatever? No.
He's not a playable character and is never actually seen on scene because he's like an ancient character. But yeah.
That's
like-
cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's news to me. I had no idea.
Now I get to tell him he's a nerd when I see him.
Yeah. The more you know, man.
Yeah, sorry, Kyle, how to blow up your spot like that.
But for real, though, the devotion to Ike, it runs deep, man.
Yeah, it really does.
I wish his tag was just Ike.
Just Ike, man.
Ike, man, yeah.
Ike fan 62 or something.
Meanwhile, looking back at the match, it's been fairly even, and I think this Kalos pick has been working really well because Myles has done such a good job of covering all of that airspace above Kalos, which is very difficult to do with any character, but he's getting it done with Yoshi. Unfortunately for him, Soan is able to make use of how big the stage is, survive, and come on back over and over and take a lead.
Yeah, I mean, Myles, controlling the skies, but Soan controlling the ground with that dash attack. But, I mean, this is an even game now. Honestly, like, this pick, too, I was saying, like, I feel like this is, like, a very... It's a strange pick, but it feels like it's going to go either way. But, definitely worked out for Myles here, I feel like.
I feel like he's not throwing enough eggs. If you want to go to Kalos, you got to throw some eggs. Like, you picked the big stage, you got to make use of the big stage.
Yeah, you got the space, so it's like, you might as well use it.
But he keeps running in instead. And while I don't think that's a problem, because obviously he's proven to be, like, an excellent hand-to-hand combatant, like, you've got all this room, you might as well throw some stuff.
Yeah, no, 100%, yeah.
It's funny. I feel like it's because we're so used to Raptor and Suarez's approach to Yoshi's kit that, like, the patient play and being rewarded for that patient play is what we've come to be almost conditioned to expect as spectators and as casters. Here, though, Myles is very much willing to get in there. As you've highlighted, his sense of CQC is really strong. And even though he may not be as clean with the eggs, he is showing that, I think, better button choices in neutral are rewarding that close-in play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was saying this before, too, because, like, okay, that'll just do it. Yeah, that was really abrupt. I was going to say this before, but, like, Soan obviously has all this experience against Suarez, against Raptor, against even, like, Lucius, like, all these, strong Yoshis that live on the island. But, Myles himself, like, he plays very differently. So
He does.
It's a whole other beast,
It's something that I've brought up time and time again. A lot of people that have that discussion of top Yoshi, outside of Long Island, Myles is constantly a name in people's mouths. And that's a very well-earned right. I think tonight alone has shown that he could do it without playing like a Long Island Yoshi. He's very much a Yoshi of his own breed, and tonight's performance is really showing that it is top class.
Yeah, he it seemed to work out because, like we said, like we're so used to watching like Suarez and Raptor, who, like they probably like Myles probably threw 12 eggs that game, where Suarez and Raptor probably would have thrown 112. So, like the different play style is working out. There's a reason Suarez is not in the bracket and Myles is.
Indeed. Although Game 3 bringing us a small battlefield, I think there's a really solid choice for Soan because we went from a lot of space to close it on in.
Yeah, this could be good. Ike controlling all this space on the platforms and stuff could definitely be really strong for him.
Like, Nair and Fair alone cover so much space. The fight for center stage is almost certain to fall into Soan's favor.
in this game alone. You know, pretty even here. I do think the stage pick does favor Soan a little bit. But you know, they're playing it really careful now. I feel like they were kind of wailing on each other at first, but first blood right there to Soan. Really strong forward tilt. He's getting so many forward tilt kills, man.
First blood,
It's a strong move.
First blood to Soan. Keep that one noted.
Oh, no. We were keeping track how last game every time. He's an animal. He's an absolute goddamn animal. I hate Kyle sometimes.
So greedy.
Oh, he's dead for it.
Yeah, he's dead for that.
But yeah, we were noting how every time Suarez would take the first game, he would lose the take the first stock, he would lose the game. And then the one time where Myles took the first stock, he lost the game.
I mean that's honestly that speaks to like the mental strength of these players. You know, like a lot of players, like, you know, if they lose the first stock, you know, if they're down, they might get a little tilted, they might get a little upset. But these guys, you know, they're not letting it get to them. They're just playing the rest of the game, and you know, it's working out for them.
I just like to just point out that Ike's Gentleman's managed to break through the jump armor.
Like,
He's a
strangest
strong
things,
character.
yeah.
Like, yeah, knowing which moves in your kit break that double jump armor and at what percents they do so, super important to understanding the Yoshi matchup at its core. And with all the experience that Soan has with Yoshi, I'm sure he knows when the moves will break the armor and how.
Yo, the initial jump retreating out of Yoshi's airspace and then coming right back in with it with the up air was so good for Soan. I think, once again, another little habit that really highlights experience in the matchup, because you don't want to be right there with Yoshi where he's bound to press a button. You want to come in after he commits to what he's doing.
Especially in like a situation where you're both in the air like that. Like, we know, like, if Yoshi gets something, like, you know, you could die, he could get a bunch of up airs.
How
just
about
like
that?
Yeah, just like that, man.
Drag down, back air, up tilt, dead.
And all of a sudden, you know, Myles, he's like kind of running off with this right now, but.
Wow.
Whoa, okay.
In the arms of an angel!
Smash ultimate grabs are the weirdest thing. Like,
Up close, they don't work, but from afar, they're goddamn tractor beams.
Very good projectile.
Like, okay,
oh,
all right.
off the top. Who took the first stock?
That's a good question.
Soan.
Soan did. X-Files up in here, yeah, definitely. Got look into this, man. This is something. So 2-1 lead for Myles. You know, honestly, I will say this much. Soan is, and a lot of these brackets, he was sent to lose it early, and he always comes back with the reset and the win. Like, I do think he's really consistent at just, like, playing every game at, like, a high quality. So I think even if there's a reset here, I think Soan's, like, honestly, like, I think he's got a really good chance, honestly.
For sure.
Yeah, no, but Myles has just been playing so well through this losers run that it's not out of the realm of possibilities for him to take it tonight. But in order to do that, he does need to reset this bracket. He's got to drag Soan down with him into the loser's side. And he's got one more game to do it.
Yeah.
Or rather, he's one game away from doing it.
Yeah, exactly. He's got 2 games, but, you know, I mean, this is definitely a very real possibility here.
Constant chopping away at this Yoshi.
I feel like this game is like different than the other one. I feel like they were both playing like a little more patient, a little more careful. This time they're just wailing on each other.
Yeah, no, this is. I feel like this is all like game 2, where they just sort of they're scrapping, and then they're waiting for their opportunity to like actually play the game right.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, he's pushed out really far.
That was good. That was really good egg placement.
Those eggs were fantastic.
There you go. Hey, listen, you wanted it, Face. You got him.
Yeah.
Here's your eggs.
I didn't say I wanted them.
I mean, eggs are kind of nice, though.
Made to order.
Okay.
Stop
I respect it. I respect it.
Stop that.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's kind of throwing out a lot of questionable things right now.
I mean, the haymaker options in a situation like this, it definitely could have. I don't know if it would. It probably would have broken the shield, I think.
Yeah.
If he charged it like 2 seconds longer, yeah.
The dash attack, yeah. That dash attack is so strong.
It's
really
very
good.
strong, yeah.
It's really strong, and it's also really solid for anti-airing.
Yeah. He's definitely gotten like a lot of stocks just by catching like landings with dash attack for sure.
Myles is reading every jump right now.
I hope he's fine. He landed his hit with quick draw. He gets his B. This is a runaway game 4. Myles keeps this up. We are moving right along.
That was a nice air dodge, though. He hasn't used that option yet in disadvantage, and it was pretty sneaky.
Okay, he's using a lot of these down airs for sure.
This jump read, dude. One jump read got him 80%.
Yoshi's kind of good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good character. Good buttons.
Oh, we know. Yeah, it's like Long Island knows, man. And Myles knows too, man. He's really using all the tools here.
Yeah, no, he's just been playing fantastically tonight.
You know, this game, he just like ran away with it. He's just playing incredibly solid. Really just, and he's being like very aggressive too, you know, like really running at Soan the whole time.
Ooh!
Every jump read, man.
He's making Soan grit his teeth and bear it, because now we're going right into the reset grand finals. Set 1 going 3-1 to favor of Myles. Let's see if Soan can bring himself back, or if this is just Myles' tournament.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, I feel like that game too, like, I feel like he was very, very aggressive. We were talking about how he plays differently, you know. He's definitely is not afraid to get up in your face and really, really pushes his advantage. And honestly, that game, it just worked perfectly for him.
Yep.
He really did everything he needed to do to get those stocks. And now we're going right into the reset.
With the game 1 for reset grand finals on PS2, I think this is a really good opportunity for Soan to sort of recalibrate, get himself back into the zone. But at the same time, a really good setting for Myles to be able to just rack up that damage and play safely.
Yeah, like Soan is definitely not out of it. He's definitely one of those players I think plays really, like I think he'll play fine in this reset. Like I say, he's very consistent with like just his play in general. So I think that this is fine for him, honestly.
I think he just needs to find that one situation where he just really cements, like, all right, I'm back in the game.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like every set where Soan has fought back from a deficit and won has always had that one interaction that's just absolutely insane. But it's that one interaction that really just gets the ball rolling for Soan.
Yeah, no, for sure. Soan's like a player. He likes to figure things out. He likes to, you know, he's smart. Like, he like adapts. He definitely like plays like differently against different strategies. So let's see if he can figure this out here.
Dash Tech gets it started, but
Nice patience, baiting out the air dodge with the up air and following up with that dash attack. Kind of covered pretty much every option that he had there.
oh, he's
Oh my God,
waiting.
yeah.
He keeps on waiting on his quick draws. He's going to get himself to ledge.
Yeah, Myles
Jump.
hurt face, man. All about the eggs.
Order up!
Well, he's using them really like intelligently as an edge guard tool, which is not even what I was suggesting. I was thinking like you use more as a neutral game tool.
Yeah. The funny thing too is I don't even think like I feel like I don't see Suarez and Raptor do that as much. Like use those aggressive eggs off the stage.
They like
Yeah.
to use aggressive forward airs off stage, which is how Myles closed out the last game. If you can get a nice jump read, there's no stronger tool than that big noggin of his.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, those eggs are really good at forcing the quick draw either early or badly.
It definitely keeps like Soan like in a certain spot. It's almost like he can like safely like tap Ike before he goes in for the fair, just to like make sure like can I do this, you know?
Very interesting that Soan opts to right on the edge of the stage towards the beginning of the stock instead of opt to fight out from like the plats or something. Fighting out of the
Yeah, he's
corner.
armoring. Oh, that's okay. He's living though.
He's fine. Yeah, no, the high quick draw, good call on Soan.
Ooh, scary stuff there. That could have been big damage.
Like these near trains
Whoa.
going right into the back air.
That was a very risky jump from the ledge. We've seen so many times that Myles has the capacity to cover another option and that jump,
Up throw
but
up
he
air
wasn't ready.
really just sealed it like that. Wow.
Nice and sometimes it's a simple thing.
It
though.
really
Yeah.
is. There is beauty in simplicity.
But is that a real combo?
On normal characters, yeah. On Yoshi, that now it's dubious. Now I don't really know what's going on.
He could probably just jump out of it, but
Well, the armor would get broken if he could have jumped out of it. No.
perhaps.
All right, and
Perhaps.
following in the trend of
Yeah, exactly.
following in the trend of set 1 with the game 2, we're moving ourselves along to Kalos. This was the stage that really set in motion Myles taking it. So will we see history repeat itself?
I'm still in question of this choice, but he made it work last time, but only barely. It was still a close game.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, like as long as Yoshi's on the victory screen at the end, you're like, hey, I'll take it. You know,
Yeah.
Of course.
that's how it be sometimes. But Soan right now, he's taking off a little bit of damage, but
Those were good jabs. Right when he hit the ground, he knew I had to do my fastest option and get it out quick.
Yeah, Ike doesn't particularly have fast buttons, so Ike's just got to sort of work with what he's got. So no stranger to using jabs, whether they be for the full gentleman for stage control or
like
for
that?
damage.
I like those little dashes. He was like threatening so much stuff, but didn't click any buttons, just threatened.
yeah, me and Face just looked at each other. We were like, that was like, I'm not even playing. I'm scared.
I
dude.
got hit by whatever.
Yeah,
whatever someone was trying to do, I got hit by it.
My stock is gone. I'm not even on the screen, man.
Yep.
Cross up bear just gives him safe passage to the other
Ooh.
side, but what's it going to do if you're going to leap into back air?
He just didn't shield for so long.
I feel like Soan, you know, playing a little bit more. Like I feel like now, like I feel like when Myles like has kind of has the momentum, it's like a little bit more of a fast-paced game. You know, he's like really getting in.
Very bombastic, I would say. Buttons from both sides.
Now Soan, like it seems like, you know, like he's like definitely going in, but he's taking his time. He's really picking his spots. You know, more of like a bait and punish game. You know.
Yes, when that air dodge wasn't enough distance. But yeah, when Soan is in control, the pace is slower, and when Myles is in control, the pace seems to be faster, which is weird. Again, coming from Suarez and Raptor as our Yoshi examples, usually when Yoshi's in control, the pace is slower.
Yeah.
So this Yoshi is all about big reads like that and
Yeah.
big damage.
Yeah, totally a whole other breed. Like, you know, like we were saying this before, but like he's got his own style, and he's
He
not
does.
afraid to show it off.
Much more aggressive. Oh,
He took his jump.
Oh yeah.
He broke the armor with a down tilt and
Down tilt, down air, forward air, causing a really weird scramble that Myles just could not survive.
yeah. But had he not air dodged there, he would have died to the aerial anyway. So kind of a forced position there.
In that air dodge. Okay, so this is good. I want to keep in mind too that like on this stage, like the blast zones are big. 131% honestly might be kind of difficult to close out the stock here. In all
Could be.
seriousness,
Like a nair is not going to do it.
yeah,
You're gonna
exactly.
need a
That
big-
will, yeah, that will do it. Yeah.
A big up air that's halfway up the screen, that'll do it. Yeah. But 78%, quite a bit of extra credit.
This is definitely, you know, a notable amount here. But although Myles, like, his advantage state's really good. If he gets one hit,
Oh,
could
that
lead
DI
us
out
to
of the up B was so good.
I'm surprised you couldn't make it count. Oh, wow. 2-0 Soan.
All right.
This could be Myles' last game
This
here.
is
Do you think
tournament
he's gonna? You think he's gonna go back?
I don't see why not.
I don't.
I
Agree
feel
with
like-
his stage choice, man. If he's trying to be the aggressor, like, don't you want like a
yeah, no,
small
we're going
stage?
right on back to Kalos. I feel like Myles played out the stage well, but Soan played out the game well. I think it was really just a matter that Soan knew when he was able to get away with his buttons, and he had superb decision making. That down tilt to down air to forward air scramble, those were all sour spot hits, but they were exactly what Ike needed in order to break the armor and force Yoshi into a really precarious situation with no jump and no safe passage from eggs or air dodge.
You know, for sure. I definitely think giving Soan this space, though, like, you know, he kind of used it to play a little bit more of a more patient bait and punish style game, and it worked for him. So, you know, having a stage with all this room, honestly, could definitely help Soan in that way, too.
Yeah, and not only is it a stage with lots of room, but it's a stage without platforms, and I mean, in the traditional sense. And I feel like Soan's been benefiting from those lack of platforms because he just likes to come in with nair, and he doesn't want any shenanigans. Soan's is a no-nonsense kind of guy.
Nope.
That was a no-nonsense forward tilt.
Yeah, it really was. He was like, that armor, I'm not about it. You're
That's
dead. Yeah,
nonsense. that down air you were just trying to do, nonsense.
pretty much, yeah.
You know, it's funny how you bring up the platforms the way you do, because I feel like their presence by the ledge has actually been benefiting Soan amazingly. I think that alone is a note of why Myles probably shouldn't have brought us back to Kalos, because I feel like when off the ledge, Soan has been playing the game phenomenally. Center stage, though, Myles is doing a great job of racking up damage and finding his kill confirms like we're just seeing there with up tilt up air.
Another thing that these platforms do on the ledge is like they subtract some of the recovery mix-ups that Ike has. Oh, wow, that was so close to killing.
This is really good piloting. He saves his jump, and the last egg is all he needs, but he finds himself in forward tilt range once again. This is potentially last stock for Myles.
Man, Soan's gotten so many of these forward tilts. He's just so consistent with it at ledge. He's just always using it at the right times. I mean, it feels like he hasn't missed any.
His timing on those is immaculate, yeah.
So good.
Oh, but he missed that back air there. That's something he would normally get.
I think he's just trying to scout out movement options from Myles now. Myles popping in and out of egg, looking like he's a little scared.
Oh?
Armoring through that aerial.
Oh, this is a really dangerous situation.
I don't think he has a jump.
Wait, I think this.
Oh, he
I
does.
mean, okay.
Oh,
He got it.
That egg saved his ass.
Air dodge right to his platform. He's like, I'm good. This is it. Gets to play a little bit longer, but oh my god, this is looking a little rough.
Yeah, I know.
Nice jump read with that up smash. Myles' like thing this whole tournament has been jump reads, and
That dash attack is what
Good
brought us in
stuff.
and brought us right on out. A swift 3-0 reversal from Soan nets him tonight's AONUltimate.
see me on
Over
Friday
Myles.
were the last words I heard from this man. He hasn't said a word to me all night.
He came, he saw, he conquered.
Yep. Awesome stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the only thing he told me tonight is that he lost a Snapple bottle, and then later on he found a Snapple bottle.
That
Just-
sounds like him. Yeah.
Yeah, just to give you some insight onto
Kyle-
tonight's champion.
Kyle is such a simple man. Each day I know he will buy exactly one raspberry Snapple, and then a couple hours later he will buy exactly one more raspberry Snapple, and he will buy 6 mozzarella sticks.
Broken.
Yep.
This is true.
That's
This
how
is-
you win, man.
This is
That's
the
what it's
path of
about.
champions.
If you
Yeah.
guys wanted to know what a winning diet is like,
This is the
there you go.
stance.
And mozzarella sticks are kind of nice. Like,
They are
come on,
kinda
like,
nice.
kind of nice, man.
I saw the quotes.
Kind of nice like that victory, man. That's what I'm saying.
That was a nice
Indeed.
victory from Kyle.
Like you said, he's all about no nonsense. And you know that game too, he was not. There was no nonsense allowed. No funny
Yeah,
business.
no, that was about as simple and effective as can be. I always talk about how Ike, most people, joke on the Nair. Most people joke on up be out of shield. But the reality of the situation is that he is just simplicity. He's
Yeah.
a very basic character. And I think Soan does a really good job of showcasing just how far you can bring that simplicity to victory when it also is coupled in with a really good player sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, definitely agree.
And with that, that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much for staying tuned in for AONUltimate. But before we go, let's get one last ad slide read because all of tonight's action happened right here, as it does every Friday for AONUltimate at the Metagaming.
That's right. Every week we've got doubles and singles. Make sure you register at smash.gg/AONUltimate. Get in there early because tonight was pretty packed. And